Hey YouTube, this is another rolling review with Wheelchair 21, and on today's review it is Kamen Rider Gaim Arms Change Series 11 Kachidoki. Yes, I have finally gotten myself a Kachidoki AC figure, and it's just badass with that triumphant power that it has stored inside that lock C. The box is amazing with some nice yellow and oranges. Shows the suit, or I shouldn't say the suit, the actual figure based on the suit, in several different poses, and features all the other versions of Gaim that we know of as of today. We have regular orange, we have Jinba, and then you have all three playing a swapping game where Jinba's wearing Kachidoki. You have the original wearing... Actually, what? Yeah, okay. You have Jinba wearing Kachidoki. You have... I'm guessing... Kachidoki wearing regular orange. And then you have regular orange body wearing Jinba. Overall, really cool box. Like it. Really awesome. But the contents are what we really care about. Now, inside we have the actual arms change, Kachidoki, with the awesome armor that it is. We have the helmet plate. We also have two DJ guns. One for the Musou Saber, and one in its actual gun form. A unpainted regular Musou Saber, so he can use, and his combat flags, his war flags. Overall, amazing set of accessories for just a basic line figure. And we're going to get right down into the nitty-gritty next. Now, Kachidoki is an awesome figure. It is just great. It's well received in the series. It has awesome orange, black, and red trimming all over it with the golden Gaim crest. It's amazing. I like it. The flags are a cool attachment to the actual armor. You actually have on the back of them, or I should say on the side of them, the actual logo as well. He uses them as a weapon, as a combat assessment. Really, it's really great. The flags are cool. They come off easily. They sometimes pop off the actual armor itself. They can actually come off. They plug in. They just push right on, and you can actually hold them in his hands. He comes with two versions of the DJ gun. The first one is the actual gun form, which is great. It looks awesome. There is some minor detail missing in here, but that's neither here nor there. I mean, this is a pretty nice piece and representation of the actual weapon itself. It looks great. It looks amazing. And then when it's fully extended out to combine with the Musou Saber, it pretty much just changes ever so slightly. People know that from watching the deluxe toy review and watching the show. The blade extends and the handle comes out to attach to the Musou Saber. Really great, really awesome features, and just awesome display with the character. The funny thing is the handle is quite bigger than most of the normal weapons in the Gaim line, so the hands don't really hold on to the weapons as well as they normally should. And ironically, the armor doesn't really hinder the upper torso's articulation. It's only this lower part here. There's not much give to it, so you can't really move the legs of the character. So he can't really move, he can't really walk. He's just kind of static, I've noticed from just playing around with it the past couple of days since I've gotten the figure. And like I said, the gun really doesn't want to stay in there. It's really just a little... The handle's a little too thick for the actual joint itself, and it kind of just wiggles around, and it doesn't want to stay in a nice place to actually just feature the gun. It's kind of a pain. It's kind of a bitch. I don't like it. The figure's now back heavy because the entire top back end of the Kachidoki lock just makes it fall over. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of stupid. But overall, I prefer to actually feature it in its real, true form by attaching it to the Musou Saber, which it can attach to even the original version that came with Gaim and or Zangetsu. This one is missing a lot of the silver detail that it originally had, but I guess it's just because they don't want it to, like, I guess, rub off inside the actual DJ gun, which this is an actually cool and beefy weapon. I like it actually in its sword form more than I like it in its gun form, just because of how huge it is, how big, how just powerful the attacks are, and the fact it's kind of like reminds me of a Raijo Santo. And that's an easy combination for like just plugging it into his hands. They actually hold quite well and steady. Now, overall, I love this figure. It's great. The design is awesome. The character is awesome. The suit's awesome. The weapons are awesome. It's overall just a really badass form. It's really bulky and powerful, and just shows why this is just one ultimate stage in evolution, even though this is not even his final form, which is crazy nonetheless. Um, Honestly, Gaim is turning out to be an awesome series. The toy line is awesome. They're hard to get. They're hard to find. They're now just being easily to more come by nowadays for some reason. Now they're slowly seeping out with reissues of the original figures. Hopefully it'll be easier to get Kachidoki than it was some of the other forms in the near future. You can find this on CS Toys. You can check it out at Ami Ami, Hobby Link Japan, Hobby Search, Tom's Toy Store. There are several online retailers that carry this. You can probably get it off eBay and maybe on Amazon. Honestly, it's worth the purchase, but I can't wait to see. I cannot wait to see it come out as a figure art, because the figure art will have a bit more articulation, and the war dress, the war gown, the actual leg plating will actually have more articulation, allowing the figure to move freely. I mean, it's going to be one hell of an awesome figure as a figure art. Do I believe it's going to be a retail release? Maybe. I actually doubt they will make Kachidoki a retail release, just at how defined this character will need for its just fine detailing and points of articulation that it'll need to have, honestly, because just looking at this AC figure alone, the points of articulation it'll need in the gown and then in the shoulders is immense nonetheless. This is a hell of an awesome figure, so to turn it into a figure art, it will be insane when this form actually debuts in the figure arts line. Anyways, like I said, I recommend this figure. Gaim's a hell of a show. It's one of the best I've come to love, and it's in like my top 5, which is scary because the show is not even over yet. Anyways, you can check me out here on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram is Taja_Doyle. You can check me out on Hirotaku and Raijo Nihon on some of its plentiful podcasts. The ones I'm featured on is Morphin Bracers, WRW, Toku Anime News, Ultracast, and Una Chronicles. But there is also Anisatsu Podcast and Otaku Roulette. Anyways, this has been a rolling review. I'm Wheelchair21, and this has been Arm Change, number 11, Kachidoki. And we'll see you next time.